SCP-3829. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-3829 is kept sedated within a standard humanoid containment cell. Once a week, portions of excessively large tumors are to be excised and cryogenically frozen. Update January 19, 2020. SCP-3829 is uncontained following the destruction of Site-172, and is to be neutralized on site. TTT. Description: SCP-3829 is former Site-172 researcher Zoe Marquez. SCP-3829 suffers from an anomalous form of advanced cancer. Its entire body is covered with constantly growing, extraspatial tumors that extend through four-dimensional space with a total estimated mass above 3 tons. SCP-3829 cannot move its body. Individual cancer cells travel backwards in time upon being destroyed. The first rounds of chemo and radiotherapy appear to have either accelerated or caused SCP-3829's initial condition. SCP-3829 is resistant to most methods of death, and attempting to euthanize it results in tumors manifesting to prevent the attempt. Lethal injections result in tumors growing around a needle and neutralizing the injected agent. Asphyxiation results in the formation of tumors in the lungs that regulate oxygen and carbon dioxide, etc. Following the emergence of SCP-3731, SCP-3829's tumors were harvested in an attempt to weaponize the cells against SCP-3731 mutants. The most successful prototype was the Figueroa-Pellene lifeline cannon, capable of rapidly inducing modified, non-immortal, tumors in targets within its line of sight up to 1 km. SCP-3829 nearly woke from its sedation during development, and its dosage was slightly increased. The FP lifeline was tested in an initial assault against an SCP-3731 mutant settlement on the outskirts of what was formerly Pahrump. It was set up on a nearby hill while ground forces in combat exoskeletons breached the north wall. During the initial wave of fighting, gravity cannons deployed by the front lines were used to force the mutants in a relatively enclosed area. FP lifeline was then used to pick off mutants. Direct hits in the head or center of mass resulted in uncontrollable tumor growth and death within 3 minutes, often causing collateral damage due to the instability of the mutations after death. Seismic vibrations and a diamond wall generated by the mutants halted the advance, and one mutant was shot in the leg with the FP lifeline. Due to its mutation, the formation of tumors was greatly slowed. This mutant sacrificed itself and detonated a miniature star to cover the escape of the remaining mutants through a spatial anomaly. At the same time, SCP-3829 abruptly awoke from its sedation. It is hypothesized that blue matter absorbed by the last mutant's cancer cells during the battle retroactively contaminated SCP-3829 and caused it to have previously been infected. The FP lifeline and all other prototypes were ordered destroyed. Upon waking, SCP-3829 was able to stand, and its tumors burst, spawning several dozen new instances of SCP-3829. These instances stormed Site-172, violently ejecting their tumors from their extraspatial origin into ordinary space-time to deliver massive structural damage to the site. Terminated SCP-3829 instances folded in on themselves along four-dimensional space and vanished, while the other instances wreaked havoc through the site. One SCP-3829 instance proceeded to the sublevel and planted 20 large tumors along critical points. These tumors divided and expanded concussively, destabilizing the foundations of the site and collapsing it. Site-172 was destroyed and SCP-3829 and its duplicates escaped with several SCP items and entities.